Hazrat Qarnen is Hazrat Khizr's cousin. Hazrat Khizr, peace be upon him, has been very helpful to him in all his endeavors. He is from the children of Hazrat Sam ibn Nuh, peace be upon him, and the only son of an elderly woman. He embraced Islam on the blessed hands of Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him, and stayed in his company for years, and Hazrat Ibrahim, peace be upon him, also gave him some wise words of advice. According to sound narrations, he is not a Nabi, but a very pious man who has been established on the station of Wilayah. Sahih Vol 4, p. 1214. Why is he called Qarnen? The Holy Prophet, may Allah send peace and blessings upon him, stated that he is famous with title of Qarnen, one who possesses two horns, because he has visited both horns, i.e. poles of the world. Some said that since 2 generations were elapsed during his era, each generation consisted of 100 years. Some said that he had 2 locks, which is why he was called Qarnen. There is this quote also that his crown had 2 horns. Some even said that there were bumps on his forehead which resembled 2 horns. Some said that since both his parents were from noble families, that is why he was called Qarnen. And Allah Almighty knows best. Madarik al-Tanzil Vol 3, p. 222. Allah Almighty had blessed him with the kingdom of the entire world. There were only 4 kings that ruled over the whole world. 2 of them were believers, and the other 2 were non-believers. The 2 believers were Hazrat Sulman, peace be upon him, and Hazrat Qarnen, may Allah be pleased with him. The 2 non-believers were Bukht Nasr and Namrud. There is going to be the 5th global king from this ummah, whose name is Hazrat Imam Mahdi, may Allah be pleased with him. Sahih Vol 4, p. 1216. The 3 journeys of Hazrat Qarnen. All 3 journeys of his are mentioned in the Holy Quran, in Surah Qaf. We will analyze all of those journeys, which are wonderful and strange. The first journey. Hazrat Qarnen had studied in ancient texts that one man from amongst the descendants of Hazrat Sam ibn Nuh, peace be upon him, will drink the nectar and then he will not die. Therefore Hazrat Qarnen traveled towards the west. Hazrat Khizr, peace be upon him, also joined him. He approached the spring of nectar and also drank its water, but it was not destined for Hazrat Qarnen, and he was deprived of it. During his journey towards the west, he passed through all the places that were populated by humans, and at the end, he reached a place where he witnessed, at the time of sunset, as if it were drowning into a dark spring, as the sailors of the ship noticed that the sun is setting into the black water of the ocean. They found a people there that were wearing animal skins and did not have anything else to cover their bodies. This nation is called Nasik. Hazrat Qarnen saw that they have a massive army and their people are very strong and skillful. He surrounded them with his army and defeated them, as a result of which, some brought Iman and some were slain by his army. The second journey. After that, he undertook a journey towards the east till he reached the point from where the sun rises, and saw that there are a people who did not have any houses or shelter. They would hide in the caves of mountains or underground tunnels at the time of sunrise, and as the sun would begin to set, they used to come out of the caves and searched for their sustenance. This nation was called Munsik. Hazrat Qarnen defeated them as well, and treated the ones who embraced Iman with goodness, and the ones that were persistent on their kufr were slain. The third journey. And then, he traveled towards the north, and reached a place situated between 2 mountains. People there spoke a strange language. He could barely communicate with them in sign language. They complained to him about yajoj and their oppression, and sought his help. Yajoj. They are a terrorist group from the descendants of Japheth ibn Nuh, peace be upon him, and they are very large in number. They are very fearsome fighters and completely animalistic and wild, and live like animals. In the harvest seasons they come out of their caves and eat up all the crops and vegetables and would take away all the dry things. They even eat the humans, beasts, snakes, scorpions and chameleon, and all the small and big animal species. The Sikandari Alexandrian wall. They requested Hazrat qarnen to protect them from Yajoj and their oppression, and that they will give him some valuables in return. Hazrat qarnen said, I do not need your assets. Allah Almighty has given me everything. You just need to assist me with your physical strength. He dug a foundation between the two mountains, and when the water began to spring up they filled it with stones and poured melted copper, and then they placed iron sheets from both sides from the bottom, going upwards, and filled them with burning coal and wood, and then set fire on it, and the wall was erected in this manner till completion, and the wall was erected to the height of the other two mountains, without leaving any gap between them, and then again melted copper was poured into the wall, which made the wall very tough and solid. Kazuain al-Irfan p. 545-547. The first journey is mentioned in the following verses of the Holy Quran. Till when he reached the place of sun's setting, he found it setting in a spring of black mud, and he found a people there. We said, O Zulqarnain, either you punish them or do good to them. He submitted, as one who did injustice, we shall punish him soon, then he will be returned towards his Lord, he will strike him with an evil striking. And one who believed and did good deeds, then the recompense for him is the good, and soon we shall speak to him easy affair. Al-Kahf 18, verse 86-88. The second journey is mentioned in the following Quranic verses. Again he followed away, until, when he reached the place of sun rising, he found it rising on a people for whom we had not put any shelter against the sun. So is the talk. And whatever he had, our knowledge encompasses all. Al-Kahf 18, verse 89-91. The third journey is mentioned in the following verses. Again he followed away, until when he reached between two mountains, he found inside them some such people who deemed not to understand any word. They said, O Zulqarnain, undoubtedly, Yajoj Gog, and Majoj Magog, create mischief in the earth. Should we then fix some tribute for you on the condition that you may set up a wall between us and them? He said, that upon which my Lord has given me control is better. Then help me with strength, I may make a strong barrier between you and them. Bring to me the pieces of iron, till, when he leveled the wall up to the sides of the two mountains, he said, blow, till, when he made it a fire, said he, bring me, that I may pour molten copper on it. Then Yajoj and Majoj could neither climb over it, and nor could make a hole in it. He said, this is a mercy from my Lord. Then when the promise of my Lord will come, he will break it into pieces, and the promise of my Lord is ever true. Al-Kahf 18, verse 92-98. When will the Sikandari wall be demolished? It is mentioned in Hadith Sharif that Yajoj attempted to break the wall every day, and when they are exhausted of all the day's hard work, and just close to demolishing it, one of them says, leave it, we will break the rest tomorrow. When they come the next day, the wall becomes stronger than it was. When the time will come for the demolition of the wall, one of them will say, leave it, we will inshallah break the rest tomorrow. Through the blessings of them saying inshallah, as a result, the wall will break the next day, and it will the time near Qiyamah. Yajoj will emerge after the wall will be demolished, and they will cause bloodshed and disruption all over the earth. They will drink all the water of ponds, lakes and springs, and will eat the trees and animals. They will spread all over the earth, but they will not be able to enter three holy cities, Makkah Mukarramah, Madinah Munawwara and Baitul Maqdis. Hazrat Isa, peace be upon him, will then make dua, and a worm will be born in their necks, and all of them will be perished. It is mentioned in the Holy Quran as follows: until when yajoj and majoj would be let loose, and they will be coming down from every height. Al-Anbiya 21, verse 96. Quran 163 to 167.